With proper standards and a system of checks and measures in place, more concerted efforts can be made, and this needs to be communicated to all stakeholders along the supply chain. As more and more stakeholders, and not to mention consumers, become more environmentally aware, it is likely that businesses which embrace eco-friendly policies may find themselves more favored. Many programs have also been conducted with various local agencies, with the help of the Kinabatangan village heads. These local agencies organize homestay programs, the Home Cultivation Scheme program, recruitment and training for nature guiding, and the Environmental Education program. We've also got the local communities taking an active role, assisting in conducting wildlife surveys and patrols, as well as reforestation for wildlife habitats. Sustainable management and restoration of a vast area, such as the Kinabatangan, is no doubt a costly affair. Restoring 10 hectares of degraded forest would cost about 65,000 ringgit. In meeting this need, WWF-Malaysia is working with tourism operators in implementing what we call the Voluntary Conservation Levy, where guests contribute a minimum sum which is used for conservation efforts. It's high time we gave back to nature rather than take from it. The collective efforts of all stakeholders have seen encouraging results. But of course, nothing is smooth sailing. The road does not come without challenges. A major obstacle is the lack of preconditions to even move forward, such as problems with boundary demarcation, the lack of enforcement, the lack of clear guidelines and policies. All these mean delays. While delays are happening, the environment is dying, perhaps faster in this century than ever before. It's always easier to destroy than to build. But imagine the worst scenario. If all plant and animal life were to be wiped out, it is us who will suffer the consequences. What is there left to take? Globally, we are already seeing environmental disasters. Climate change, warming of seas, melting of glaciers, water scarcity, and destruction of forest and wildlife with greater intensity than before. If we had a chance to make a difference while we still can, in this globally unique and important place, why not? And why wait for others to begin? Sustainable development requires the cooperation of every individual who understands and values the treasure of the Kinabatangan and its place in the great scheme of things. There is a lot more to do, and your support will be much appreciated. Considering the big picture, we each have a role to play. Are you a corporate organization? Are you a tourism operator, a plantation owner, a policy maker, a tourist, or an individual who cares for this one earth that we live on? These are some of the things you can do to help. You can exercise and encourage the practice of sustainable development within your organization and along supply chains. You can also help to contribute towards conservation work on reforestation efforts, patrolling, boundary demarcation, purchase critical land for wildlife corridors and forest connectivity, and provide alternative livelihood initiatives for the local community. Land that has been identified as important wildlife corridors should be allowed to remain as such. Wherever possible, you can also encourage sustainable agricultural development practices within your area of business. You can also join our tree planting efforts. Buy a seedling from the Kinabatangan seedlings community, k-col, and engage the local folk to plant them for you. Or you can help by donating through our voluntary conservation levy, or by supporting local community economic activities and buying local products. You can also contribute by empowering and educating the local community in protecting the forests and natural resources, for these are riches far more valuable than gold. It is a heritage to be proud of. We are all guardians of this existence and survival. We are all agents in advocating the Corridor of Life vision. Let's stop the destructive cycle before it's too late. Let's all contribute towards a living planet for future generations. Only when we understand its true worth and importance to us can we begin to see the vision of a Kinabatangan-Corridor of Life, a treasure of living ecosystems, a wealth of precious environmental resources, a living Eden where man and nature can coexist in harmony.